Hello, welcome back to Vestera. It's been a while. Again, I don't know. I don't care. I mean, you might not even be watching these in as I release them. Maybe you watch them in like a playlist if you even care that much, but I don't know. I've been super tired recently. I've gone like about 2 nights without sleep. At least before last night where I had like 2 hours. 2 or 3, give or take, but we're up to this bit, this exciting part. Allow me to explain Reptonian romance. Oh, come on. It's been a bit slow recently. I was playing a Madness Nexus project earlier and it was just... Dr. Colliat, being our blood player, is heavily entangled with the meaning of relationships. Bonds people form as individuals and as a collective, the responsibility and weight that comes with such. Their constraints and expectations. This is also something his entire species is heavily invested in, for better or for worse. I must say, Reptonians possess one of the most complex systems of interlocking relations I have ever observed. It is incredibly intricate and yet so consistent. We could even call it uniform, but I suppose suits would be the most accurate descriptor. Yes, that was a joke, and I am very proud of it. Reptonians conceptualize romantic desires as belonging to one of the 3 distinct types of relationship, with the 4th one happening on a more temporary basis when need for it arises. The so-called quadrants I have mentioned before. Some of these relations are traditionally sexual in nature, while some of them are not. We'll be reviewing what each of these quadrants entail a bit further in. As I've said earlier, these relationships are not related to reproduction. What they are related to, according to plant-wide held belief, is power said to dwell within each and every person. A power that controls mind and body, completely individual and lying at the core of one's every decision, the soul. The average troll has confidence in the fact that within 3 of these 4 quadrants, they are meant to have a soulmate, someone perfectly suited to either complement, oppose, or nurture you in a way no other can. Some believe the process of finding this special person occurs as a natural part of your journey through life. Others say it is happenstance, a matter of being at the right place at the right time. Others still hold true that it is an uphill battle of constant dedication and search. But in the end, all have utmost faith in this force that inevitably brings people together. As you can imagine, what each individual desires from an amorous perspective has, more often than not, a tendency to be complicated. Oh, and boy, is it complicated. Oh. Oh my god, this image is cool, I like this. So, okay, what can we gather from this? Some red feelings going on between Arctic and Taz, kind of. Pale feelings. Dismas and you are Morales. Albion and Sova are mate spirits. Laven and Three-Horn Girl are mate spirits. I'm not gonna... You can look into this if you want. If you don't already know what it is. Well, that one's interesting. In it, and that. Examine Flush Quadrant. Oh, going straight into it. Oh, these 2 are in love. Oh no, he shot her in the leg. This is what true love is. Real soulmates would brutally injure each other, apparently. I'm kidding, it was an accident, I'm pretty sure. When 2 people find themselves in this relationship, they are said to be mate spirits, a quadrant of a highly talented variety. It is considered an achievement to have one of your own, due to the extensive amount of personal growth one must surely gone through in order to sustain it. Yeah. Although, some have more luck finding their flesh match than others. Haha. Examine Caligonus Quadrant. Of course we have Merit and Dismas. When a pair delves into this quadrant, they become each other's kismeses. It's quite the unique relationship, founded on an intense, driven romantic rivalry where both parties are expected to pressure each other into betterment, not only as trolls but also as partners. A tough love philosophy, if you will. The vitriolic nature of this quadrant makes it a relationship that is usually not sought after with intent. It is said that when you meet your destined Caligonus partner, the contentious feelings rise up within you in a sudden burst of spades-fueled passion, give you no choice but to confront them. Kismeses fill each other with concern and outrage, as well as admiration, a volatile combination to allow into one's life, but at times a necessary one. Kisby's vicissitudes tend to be a difficult burden to bear, But if circumstances align just right, they can lead you into being the best possible version of yourself. I'm not gonna lie, I still kind of confused my Gizme's, even though I've read all of Homestuck and Vastera so far. And I know about the quadrants. So, yeah, oh. Uh-oh. And yet, no matter how thoughtful and selective one is in the search of a soulmate, relationships still are broken off on occasion. It is a sad fact all romantic entanglements, that even the ones you are sure will be yours forever, could potentially come to an end. However, it is of two massive societal taboos to this post-physical coupling, which brings us to another important aspect of these specific quadrants. When two trolls consummate the relationship, cementing themselves as either flushed or colligated partners, they are chemically bound in the process, to have and to hold one another for as long as they may live. Once this commitment is taken, the couple must then be in frequent contact lest they suffer physical and emotional consequences akin to that of withdrawal. Ordinarily, the scenario is easier to avoid, unless one of the involved parties is absent for long periods of time or passes away. In the event that this should happen, these symptoms can be mitigated through treatment and specialised care. We know that through attempts in Snowbound Blood. Regardless, it's an extremely tedious, long and painful process, with or without pale support to help you through it. I know that. Even then, the attachment to lost partners will not fade, no matter how much time has passed. To commit the second taboo of recoupling after loss is not only unthinkable from a moral and physiological standpoint, but also useless when it comes to easing past aches. Yeah, isn't that right, Cecily? What is this? I don't recognize this song. Oh. Okay. I've not actually listened to every single Vastera song. Oh. Uh-oh. What's going on here? With a system so mired in its absolutes, what if trolls who question the nature of their feelings and those of their proposed romantic partners? Perhaps a falling out in a relationship might cause two potential soulmates to never be, despite their desires. A tragic thought. Misunderstandings, rash decisions, hurt left to fester. If genuine self-reflection is not on the table, an alienation of this magnitude might very well cause any sentiments between such trolls to stagnate, no matter how destined they may be. Even more distressing would be a situation wherein an established pair's feelings change over time. Unthinkable! It's the very idea of a reconsideration or second thoughts. Surely, such a drastic change in a relationship would be frowned upon if it were to be brought in a polite conversation. And so it almost never is. Not to the world at large, not to one's own partner. Were a troll to experience this phenomenon, it should likely lead them to question who they are and what they need in their life. Most would rather forget about that matter entirely. Examine Pale Quadrant. I keep forgetting that these two are Morales, actually. When two trolls find themselves in this quadrant, they are said to be Morales. Or is it Moirales? I don't know. I say Morale. While the exact amount of physical passion displayed in any given moral alliance? I don't know. It's moral allegiance. Can vary according to the couple's desires. One thing remains true across the board. Moral allegiances do not delve in bonding. The mere idea of it, scandalous. Yes, Cecily. I'm just going to dunk on Cecily as much as I can. Morals serve a very important social purpose, however. Reptilians are just as dysfunctional and unstable as the planet they inhabit. Such a troubled existence requires a support system. Someone to help you through your emotional grievances, to help you from succumbing to self-made ruin. To be a Morale is to commit yourself to being another's balance, a safe harbour away from life's many storms, a listening ear to anguished outcries, and a source of grounded advice. And also a host to occasional pity parties for your other half when the need for it arises. Additionally, the Pale Quadrant features a unique dynamic what is, in my opinion, the most curious relationship of all. Examine Ashen Quadrant. Yeah. I don't actually think this particular relationship is explored in the comic, aside from, like, a mention. But that's, like, after page 1000, I think, that it's mentioned. Oh, yeah. Pooh! This quadrant, unlike all other previous ones, involves more than two individuals that is not predicated on romance in and of itself. It is also notable for being the only quadrant supposed to happen on a strictly temporary basis. When two trolls are locked into a romantic feud, a third one can intervene and become their auspice. It is their duty, then, to mediate between the duo, playing the role of peacekeeper and distancing both parties from each other. Oh, Jesus. I just had, IKEA meatballs. This quadrant usually comes into play in an event of a pitch or flush relationship ending on a hostile note. The ensuing fallout can have catastrophic ramifications if left unaddressed, both for the ex-partners in question and for any surrounding friendships that may or may not be involved. It is customary for the morals of the feuding trolls to assume the position of auspice dice. If there are no morals available to do so, non-associated parties may step in for the time, but auspice dice... Wait, is it auspice dice? Okay. But to auspice dice is to commit yourself to extremely taxing and high-stress work that requires no amount of dedication. Well, I know that. Nonetheless, it is an integral part of the overarching romantic conventions of Rebaton. A strange relationship to be placed on the same level of importance as all other de facto romantic entanglements indeed. So it only goes to show the level of importance Rebatonians ascribe to the affairs of the heart. I can just press right arrow, I keep forgetting. It's no surprise then that the cliques of trolls are very much the bread and butter of this planet. With a gradual decline of the environment and a steady march towards societal collapse, belonging to a close-knit group of friends can be a balm for one's soul, along with the romances that invariably blossom from it. The mere fact that you are able to make these connections in the first place gives enough reason to soldier on and stay alive. I agree with that. And yet, there are those who feel otherwise. Ah! This is that face! To be apathetic towards one's friends, romantic interests, and life itself is considered an abnormal and worrying condition. Sympathetic trolls are inclined to find this a brooding adolescent period, when the individual in question is not ready for any attachments, a transient state of growth. Others are far less accepting, think of it as the symptom of a broken person. This song's quite loud. These broken people are, in most cases, left to think the same as their detractors. Left with a hollow space in their chests, where their souls sink ad infinitum. An insistent sense of nothingness that permeates every facet of their lives. Every dull hour of every waking day. A thick grey fog that covers their thoughts, sticking to their minds and refusing to let go, like an opaque filter that wraps around their perception of what is and what isn't. They love to feel like none of their choices have any meaning whatsoever. They love to feel the same way that our protagonist feels at every waking moment. Object, take a look around. Oh, we're here. You can't see anything where you're standing. It's all kind of blending together in the distance, which wouldn't even bother you if you had the slightest clue about what you're supposed to do next. I've been waiting my entire life to find you here! Hello, you. Yeah, fuck! Yeah, fuck to you too! Welcome to my home! You've created me and also this wonderful place that I live in. I'm eternally grateful! This is not the voice I actually had in mind for this character, but oh well, we're going with it. Sliverveins. We've got talking Sliverveins. I can't... You know what? Yes, of course we've got those. Because like every conceivable metric, there shouldn't be any boisterous peppy serpents talking to me. Which is exactly why, with the addition of all these fresh new non-rational laws of physics, they need to exist and also need to love me specifically. Consider my fate accepted. You're very observant and I like you. What do you want from me? I don't know why, but I feel compelled to tell you at least 3 whole things. Perhaps even more. I'll keep a tally in my head. Might as well count all those blessings that I very much do not have while I'm at it. Cool! The first thing is that you should check out the terminal over there. Why? I do not know. It's a mystery. But you gotta. Don't worry, I will not watch if it makes you uncomfortable. Yeah, please don't. Watch so much anyway, aren't you? Yeah. Okay. The voice I gave for this character does not fit. Maybe I'll come up with another one. Maybe I'll stick to it. The snakely eyes start boring holes into your back as soon as you turn around. Well, time to figure out how to turn this thing on. Place your hand on what seems to be a very wide trackpad and are greeted with a familiar sight. The talk. Ah, yes, the talk. Don't mind me. Shit, that's exactly what I not want to happen. You know what? Never mind. My charger stopped working when I moved the laptop. Of course. Looks like a few things have been updated since your entry. You're now sitting pretty at decent level 3, with a little bit of extra progress on the side. The time limit has also been reset and seems to be stationary. Wasn't really clear on that front for now. Oh god, I wonder if that's going to come back. The static still hasn't been cleared from the screen. You're going to have some choice words about proper user interface whenever you meet the guys behind all this. As another plus, you seem to have gotten a handful of base level achievements out of the way. You don't feel very successful by any of these metrics. Mainly account of that pesky score icon bothering you. Architect, take on fodder. Boy, oh boy, you can't say you're exactly aching to get into either of these conversations. I think you can stomach one at least, for her sake. Architect, answer Elsie. Answer Elsie. AC Oracle began trolling animated humorist. Animated humorist is really running out of ideas for these. Just don't. You know you shouldn't at this point, right? Ugh. Seriously? When are you going to turn these annoying little notifications off? Making it so much harder to message you about important stuff. What have I'm trying to do for the whole night? Don't worry about the specifics, but... never mind. I realize why I'm so fucking worried, and also in the know at some point. Really wish I was told about all that directly. Would have been real nice to have gotten the info through conventional means. I'm also kind of tired of huffing and puffing about it, though. So I'm going to get over myself now. Alright. Whenever you get the chance, there are quite a few things we need to talk about. Maybe, just go ahead and take a second to mentally prepare for that after you read this. I know I'm going to need to. Blah, 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 blah. Began, whatever. We both know there's no mentally preparing for moments like these. I almost find it insulting that you would insinuate I would respond with a second thought, rather than just barrel through this conversation with the objective of getting it done as fast as possible. Let's give this phenomenon a name. I'm thinking the contradiction junction paradox. It will henceforth apply to each and every conversation we may or may not have. What say you? Oh my gosh, hey! I'm so happy to hear from you! You should stop that. Fuck you, no. I've been avoided, left in the dust, and shut around by fishy bastards and stupid fates all night long. So I'm allowing myself just one solitary moment to enjoy the little things. Let me have this art check. Hey, if you're gonna... It's your prerogative, an unceremonial cargo shoveling. Sure that I never got the chance to say anything about Murray giving you the double room annexing, though. We should say he didn't give you an annexing at all. I really don't have the slightest clue what he thought that would accomplish. It's just an almighty amount of stupid for someone who prides himself on being an impenetrable loaf of wily contradictions. Don't let him know I called him an impenetrable loaf, by the way. I do not want any more of his data ransoming viruses on my computer. Yeah, you two need to take care of that. I can barely navigate through the mess. Wait, you what? Yes? I'm gonna need some elaboration here. Well, remember when I said earlier there were things we needed to discuss? I feel that's one of them. You said I was out on some important business, and I just happened to see a big meteor heading right towards your hive. I don't know anything about the game at the time, and the place was completely trashed when I got there. So I went and investigated. Elsie, were you the one who planked my fucking window, caused me to fall 2 stories down into the mud? Who, me? No? You are, by far, the worst liar on this planet, which is really saying something because Rebaton is absolutely crawling with those. God damn it. I'm sorry. I'm starting to realize that my Arctic and Elsie voices are kind of similar, but it is suitable, I think. I'm sorry. Did I say that line? I don't know. Well, there we have it. Another mystery solved, and yet another unknown crisis still waiting just around the corner, as I valiantly stumble through this unfathomable mess of a night. What other events have you been around for without my knowledge? Well, life is just full of mysteries, some of which you'll hopefully work out one day, and some of which you won't. The mystery we should be focusing on right now is the one related to the spooky situation we find ourselves in. Where are you exactly? Wow, I think I know how you got so good at dancing in the first place. Well, it's twirling around in the subject that you were doing. I'm not dropping this, just putting it on hold. Especially since you're the blame for a crumpled spine and quite a few other actions I'm ashamed to admit happened. But alas, time is of the essence, whatever, so I'll join your little routine. I don't fucking know. The reason I never contacted you myself is that the game and Taz will simultaneously drop on me. Well, please don't make me think of her on top of everything else, I'm begging you. If I had to suffer through it, then so do you. Anyway, we went through the motions according to Murray's slowdown of the rules, and we gleaned from a tutorial of the game's UI, which I still don't know how I got in the first place. But the whole process is what led to the destruction of my humble abode and took me into the game proper. Since then, I've been informed by Zayam Puryu, who is my denizen of breath, this is a planet granted by my underlying will, or some magical bullshit like that. Zagan, who? Denizen of what? You have a planet? Yeah, he's a big draconian-looking bastard made of wind that I released from a box. Make whole worlds appear out of a little thin air. I bet he'd make that joke too. What? I can't even parse this. Oh, don't worry. You don't need to parse a damn thing, because this is a game, Elsie. What game isn't filled with a load of pointless crap for you to fondle your knob skinners over? Okay. Until you reach a point where it deems you smart enough to move forward. A good one. Well, this is a very good game so far. Sorry to break it to you. I think even the most enjoyable gaming experiences might be kind of ruined with forced participation via death threats. Which reminds me, I saw some weird symbols scattered around the memo. Was it actually part of your game entering whatevers? They look kind of familiar. May I be candid with you? Those things have been part of my life since I was young. Can't say I was surprised to see them. I've got my own little theories to what's going on. Gonna have to tell Taz too, since I have no other place those personal entry codes could have come from. It really does line up with what's in here. What's lining up? I don't think you'll remember it. There's this book that I consult from time to time. It's been with me since as long as I've been alive. I won't get into the specifics of what it's about, or who wrote it, but it's probably not important right now. What matters is that there are a lot of circumstantial pieces, and I never managed to put together growing up. So many pages missing, torn out. It didn't occur to me that it was meant to offer anything beyond a few enchantments for my staff of generalized wisdom. But there's way too many coincidences for it not to mean something. Are you saying you can solve these stupid riddles being dangled over our heads? I'm saying that I think this game might be bigger than any of us are thinking. I was planning on telling everybody what I found in a new memo. I'm not gonna be a bigger person about it too. Not being a staunch bitch. I'll even him in and everything. You could be there too, but I think this is more for the benefit of those who haven't gotten into the game yet. Don't question it, please. I promise I'll explain anything in the memo soon. You really do raise a lot of more questions than you answer them. And you're just gonna have to trust me, I think. Have you been stalking me for who knows how long? It's not like that! I thought to meet you and I had no idea how to go about it, for a lot of reasons. Nothing weird or creepy was intended. Come on. I mean, I'm absolutely being rare and creepy no matter how you look at it. Oh my god, shut up. I'm not actually mad. I mean, if I had to choose from the slim pickings of the few people I still force myself to respond to, I wouldn't mind meeting up with you under the right conditions. Which is basically the exact opposite of what happened tonight. We get a chance to talk again in a non-stressful environment, we could try to work something out. I need to get back into the wonderful world of whatever the fuck I'm supposed to be playing. There's a Technicolor snake that's been staring at my back for the entire conversation, and he's just dying to make friends with me. So I'm gonna go ahead and give him his shot. Probably. I'll try to keep in touch. So I'm serious about you not worrying over me. You're just gonna get hurt that way. I mean, it's humor. Stop trolling us, Oracle. Shit, I forgot to read this. You're a loser. Shit. RJ, read messages from Hans. Oh, what ceiling are you looking at? Congratulations, you made it into the game. I'm humorous, just disappointed in you at this point. Yeah, you're welcome. I have a few choice cuts full of shit you spit that I need to push back in your direction. I hate to drag this on, but you don't get to walk out on me like that. First off, don't you ever use my full name again, or I swear I'm going to churn out a brand spanking new method of misery to slug you through upon your disjointed flappy sick of face in the future. Second, you really have to work on your timing. Hold on, let me move the laptop because the way I always put it on charge, I have to sit in a really uncomfortable place. That box fiasco shouldn't have thrown you so much that you started to falter. Granted, neither of us could even have expected that to happen, but no matter how shaken you were and how much you didn't want to go in, there was no other choice. I wasn't going to let you fumble what you were working on at the last second, so I did what I had to do, like always. After you made it, I was immediately put in your position. Got paired up with fucking Laven. Just like he said I would. Heck, big smarmy-ass holler tempter. For everything least you took back what I sling your way. I'll be damned if I ever get a single strong opinion of it out of his dormant canine jaws. It hasn't changed one bit since the split. But anyway, that's where I'm at. I'm not going for the same shit as you, I'm sure. But I really aren't going to end up in that different after all. As I get a chance, I know I didn't kill you. Yeah, right. On to resume talk with Colorful Snake. What song's this one? Oh. Alright, guy. I think I saw everything I need to see at the terminal. That's the first thing you're supposed to tell me, so I'll go ahead and hiss out the next two. The quicker you do, the quicker I can stop talking, so, you know. Chop chop. Or hiss hiss, I guess. One of the two. I mean, both of the two. Just say both things you need to tell me, alright? Is Guy my name? I don't know, man. Come on. You didn't think Silvervein or Vibrant Servant were your names? Why'd you take a liking to Guy of all things? That's about the plainest thing you could call someone about you probably won't ever see again. Which is our current predicament. I don't think that is true at all. Wait again, I am sure. Oh yeah? What makes you so sure? It's in the winds. As long as they blow, I know that you are here and can be found. They tell me many things, they can go which way. It doesn't really matter to me. What really matters is my amazing new name. It's just so namely, and it just has so much guyish charm. You must have a very active imagination. I really don't. If anything, I'm about to have a very active scream into these damn winds used as a spirit guide, so to keep this conversation on track. That's okay. I'm sure the winds would love to hear from you. Matter of my naming was the second thing, actually. You're kidding me. Nope, I just really want to be named by an aspect holder. Aspect holder? That's you. Hey, what a dream come true. But the few minutes of being alive, not only do I have a name, but they also fulfilled my lifelong wish. I can die happy. But you can't do that because you need to follow this very cool path we are standing on right now. That's the third and biggest thing. Wes told me about that one for sure. That would have been my first guess. I don't think this conclusion would have been more drawn out if we tried. Pretty convenient, huh? You had to follow it down there, so you can find a special place. Be honest, is there anything actually special about this place? Well, there are going to be a few creatures waiting as you would say, fucking kill you. Wow, that is pretty special. Right? Do you have a weapon on hand for potential brawlings? Aren't you? Equip yourself. I don't really have a proper weapon. Like a glorified stick attached to a dull blade that makes me fall down a lot. Excellent choice. Wait, where are you going? Oh, right. Yep, you gave me a thing to do, and sure enough, here I am on my way to do it. Could be living out a subconscious dream of mine while I'm at it, apparently. I'm gonna go out in the wind and become a goddamn aspect holder or whatever it was you said. No skill or effort required. I'm going on a fucking adventure, the good old hero's journey. Oh, well good. Do you know the secret place? What does the secret place... Do you know what the secret place looks like, though? I'll figure it out. This place is nothing but blurry edges, black and white. I'm sure it'll be hard to miss. That's not how I see this place at all. But if you say so, okay, I guess. Be safe. I love you. Hey, never say this to me again. Thanks. Can do. Oh. Hey, are you good? You space out. You don't space out like that. I'm fine. We need to keep moving. I know where we're getting to. Uh-oh. Alright. Regulars are in. Got the pillow things, too. So that versus symbols was the easy part. You have to deal with the obnoxious, not so easy part of figuring out where the other set is. It's supposed to be figuring out where the other set is. It's supposed to be in... Oh, I read that wrong. We're in a different place each time. I sure as hell don't have any magic dream papers just laying around. I can't think of anything I've seen around here that even remotely resembles those symbols. So fuck if I have any clues of what these symbols could be. That's so sad. Well, we're trying to figure that out. I might be a sec. Trying to wrap up a thing over here. You better not be playing that ridiculous game. Because if you are, I will not hesitate to bust your stupid double device with this tiny smithereens and shovel all of them down your puny throat. No? I'm definitely not doing that. I'm also definitely not doing it with Murat. She told me to quit it. Multiple times. You're the absolute worst at taking anything seriously at all. I swear your attention span is on par with that of the salt-soaked, lifeless replicas you stitched together. No, scratch that. Those stuffed hides definitely have more going on for them, because at the very least, they can sit in the same place for the extended periods of time without running off to do something else every 2 seconds. Oh, we're getting to this bit already. I guess you're right. But have you considered... It's fun, though. And technically, it did have my attention first. Oh, did I tell you about our fake high five? That was cool. What's this song? Ah. With a really weird track on. I'm getting really tired. For the last time, keep your focus here. While lives are at stake, and the vengeful spirit will come down to your rancid cave, make sure whatever fraction of a life you have left is nothing but a living in trial of torment. I've already begun to drive... I've already had to divert you from that unholy apparatus once. Thank God someone here has the ability to care about what they're doing. Pardon me. We used to be stuck in that gaudy chamber full of musty animal carcasses. Not listening to me until much too late. Oh wait! That almost just happened. Gosh, okay. Fine. It's not that big of a deal. Just so you don't like having fun doesn't mean I can. This isn't a game. Well, actually, shut up! Shutting up? Anyway, there's gotta be some sort of clue around here somewhere. What the fuck was that sound effect? There better be, or those are gonna have to have an actual fucking problem. Isn't that like why you came out here in the first place? No, we came out here because my loyal custodian sucked shit straight from a bellowing regal anus tap. Won't shut up either. Oh, she's making such a racket. If you're enjoying the rapturous chittering because this is my every night. I even think with all this panic squabbling. Hold on. Elsie, begin memo. Elsie exited Oracle has created a group memo. Yeah, it was renamed the group memo to Rink-a-Dink Thinking Time. Everything's been annexed. Merritt immediately left. Oh yeah, sure. Just go ahead and leave like that. By the way, thanks for letting me know about this game. Really appreciate it. Goodbye. Okay. I know it's all very sudden, and most of you probably don't really speak to me all that much. This is really annoying. Probably don't wonder for that matter. It's like I say, try to sell my case, that I'm good and trustworthy because we share the same vague group ties, but that's not important right now. What you need to know is that I'm here to give you some information. If you've got plenty of that already about the general workings of the game and such, and that's great and all, I'm sure it's been helpful. There's part of this puzzle that's hidden away, just out of sight. Well, I'm pretty sure you're going to need. Alright, this might sound sort of sketchy, but you're going to have to roll with it. For those of you unaware, here's the skinny. My name is Elsie, and I have this big, important book filled with ancient knowledge for as long as I can remember. It's covered page to page with all sorts of arcane information. Most of it directed to me specifically, and it's meant a lot to me growing up. In more ways than I can count. What matters is that one of the sections here has a few hints that they're supposed to help you guys enter the game. So if there are no objectives, I think it'd be on our best collective interest to get the show on full swing. Grandiose Saturation has reposted to Ring-a-Dink Thinking Time. Oh, please. What relevant information could you possibly have that Turkin did not already relate to us in his own memo? At least when it comes to him, I am well aware of the credit his information holds, as distasteful of a source he may be. But magical books, his Turk wisdom and claims no traceable sources, how ridiculous. Quaint, even. I just followed in his footsteps and made an early retreat myself. I'll give you a few points for being self-aware enough to realize that this sudden advance is unorthodox at best, from an outside perspective. But that's all about I can say. If I were you, I would stop talking before I embarrassed myself further. We have everything we need without your assistance. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you don't. Maybe you should hear me out and let me finish before being a chauvinistic jerk about it. And I'm pretty sure I just told you to be quiet. Okay, Mr. Misogynist. Vote facilitated for its proposed to Ring-a-Dink Thinking Time. No. This didn't mean to send that. Forget I said anything. No, wait, please don't go. This is important for you, too. You don't even know my name or who I am. There's nothing furry here. Hey, you didn't know my name until now either, probably. Then we could connect over. Step off. Forget it. Bye. Silence related from responding to memo. Silence related from responding to marketing thinking time. I hit the wrong button. Don't say anything. Banned from reposting marketing thinking time. Well, you've simply sold me on your ability to accommodate this exchange. I'm being facetious, of course. Let me know whenever you learn how to construct an argument properly. Credit search reached left. Great. Once artifice left. Has reposted, sorry. Hey! Leaving! Thank goodness. Now this has been agreeable. Oh yeah, super agreeable. 1200%. But, you said you got some hints? I could use some of those right about now. We're a little stuck. What else has I said that, though? Stuck with what? Extra personal codes? Tess has no idea where they are. She kind of tore her eye apart looking for them. Pushing the walls and stuff. I have to admit, it was kind of a whole spectacle. That honestly sounds terrible and horrifying, whatever you say. This game just in time, then? Huh? Yeah, I guess so. Okay, well, I don't really have a direct answer. I've got a series of short riddles that are probably related to the actual locations, but I couldn't tell you what they are on my own. Pretty sure they're listed in the entry order Merritt gave, so it should be easy to figure out which one applies to whom. We've got accepted, line it up, walls, further static, where the bear meets the bloom, place a fading color, the sight of the end, a sister document, cutting light, apparition, and a darkened floor. I'm not really sure where to start. It's all I have so far, though. Pablo Dickens reposted to bring it thinking time. So you have a kind of sort of type of player's guide? So you guys get really lucky, huh? I know I am also included in that lucky streak usual, but man, I'm trying to puzzle this out only the slightest of avails. Really, I'm surprised that we are checking out ahead in all in all. Because I sure know squat on the subject, even with the aid. As such, I thusly reaffirm your suspicion that we needed this. That we super needed this. And also go ahead and doubly reaffirm the notion that we need more of these true facts if you've got them in handy. With my key in mind, I'm insisting that we are going to probably have to think outside the box for these things. The only way to get these true facts is to hold true to the sensibilities that are true enough to see this process through. Truly. I have a true fact for you. Finally, please feed me the truest of truths. You're so weird. I see weird things. Like a lot. What? That's a lie. I reject your truth. Everyone I've ever met has told me that I'm cool and best. Fuck off. Still playing? Yes. Alright, that's enough of that. Stop it, all of you. Uh-oh. Lincoln spotted. Like a gaze the danger meter by the chittering. I was wrong. Leifin, you're supposed to be helping me figure this shit out. I'm not bantering with your mate spirit. We do not need help, and we do not want help. Especially not from you, Elsie. Almost halfway through Act 2. Well, the entire comic. No? Hello, this person. Someone in Algor is proposed to bring in thinking time. I'm really sorry to interrupt, but cross-referencing the order Merge mentioned, I may have also commented insight as what I believe to be my own clue. Though I suppose it won't be needed for a while, I just thought it'd be very helpful. It would help everyone else have more of an idea of what they might be looking for. Elsie, you said you got this one out of some old book given to you, right? Yeah, that's right. Well, I have some texts of my own. These old scrolls which I acquired from some time ago. Most of which I cannot read. Remarkable that some of them is the sister document spoken of. Pardon me. It doesn't want to come out. Now I just felt like a lump of air stuck in my throat. Oh, this one. She's incapacitated for the moment, I believe. Okay, Dennis is ready to see you here. We've talked in a good long while. Look, I was wrong, but just bear with me here. I'm just excited to play this game because we might have the chance to catch up a bit. It's feel like ages since the college project. Hello! It's been a while, yes. I was not doing a better job of getting in touch over time. There's so much learning for me to do. I'm glad for the opportunity to speak more with you again, but I can't say I'm feeling very excited about this game. It's rather frightening, really. I can't stand it. Yeah, that's understandable. But don't worry, we won't let anything happen to you. I mean, we got you out of a tough spot once. I'm sure we can do it again if we need to. Aw, you two are way too nice for my own good. If you bunch of sapsuckers don't can it with the schmaltz, I'm gonna vomit. It'll be plain incomprehensible just how much vomit there will be on the ground. I'll buffer every last organ I have sitting inside me. Can you take a moment to calm the fuck down? Can you take a moment to actually think about what the fuck you're doing? No one needs to hear any... No one needs to hear... Should that say no one? No one needs to hear anything from you. There are people here who want to know what's going on. If you've already decided what... You have the full picture, great. But I've only added you because I thought you might have wanted some help. How evil and selfish of me. It's about that, it's not about you either. You're causing a problem by distracting people who should be worrying about a time-sensitive issue instead of chatting about your cryptic book and scratching their heads over riddles. You're not helping. Neither is this entire league of uncoordinated miscreants, for that matter. Especially you, Laven. You people all discussing how you consider the circumstances. This is not the moment for you to bantering for no reason. You should be preparing, and you should fear what's coming, because I do. Oh great, the hiccups are here. British Overkill has withdrawn. Oh, raiding thinking time. Shit. Sorry guys. Duty calls. I'll check in later. Stay safe. Uh-oh, now we're getting to that bit. Why do you always have to do that? I've got written like, our only chance to figure this puzzle out. Puzzle you can't solve on your own, mind you. I'm not gonna lie to other people, just spare the feelings. Telling others that things are going to be okay when there's no guarantee of it is much worse than anything I could ever do or say to them. They'll live. Well, probably. Not gonna lie, though. We could have used that help. Because we're cutting it down to the wire. Look up. Taz, look up. Uh-oh. Tensions are on the rise. Needs to take over. One can't help but follow it. Mink Mom, retreat to where it's safe. Uh-oh. No! Stay out there, you brine-sickled weasel! You know what will happen if you jump! Wait! Oh no. Okay, so just quick content warning for extreme blood. Creatures, feast. Fuck. It took a fucking second of her to get in the water, and that happens. Taz, scream. Fine! Fine! Just fucking go! Leave! You're always holding me back anyway, you useless waste of flesh and blood! So just fucking time keeping our bond intact and controlling your urges. I can't just say, but this is my fucking payoff! Then fine! Fuck you! Fucking leave me die already, you dumb fucking animal! Taz, calm yourself. He's also a caretaker. You're not going to be able to cool off that easily, not without a pity party or two. Bonding one's custodian could be just as affecting, if not more so, than a bond shared with a quad mate. You're down into the black wave. Something about the massacre you've witnessed gets your attention. Taz, realize what lies below. Oh, you! You've got to be fucking kidding me! I actually didn't notice this my first two readings, for some stupid reason. The blood from that caused their entry codes. Oh, hold on, I think my mum's back. I'll probably have to stop recording soon, because my brother will be back, and he will not shut up. Whoa. Hey, what's going on with her? Oh shit. That can't be good, honestly. Wow. Are you okay? You don't sound okay. Oh. Yeah, you definitely are. Taz, input codes.
Oh yeah, I'm great. Top of the line. Whatever line there is, I'm expanse above it. Absolutely super. Ugh. Wait, what? How are you putting these in? Where did you get these codes? I don't know, Laven. Where do you think I got them from? I'll give you a hint. It wasn't the fucking Candy District. So, does that mean she was right? I don't care if she was right. I don't care about the fucking hints, okay? Do you know what I care about right now, Laven? I care about you getting me off this godforsaken hollow shell of a planet and into the medium. That's where my mind is at, and that's where I'm going to stay. Do you fucking read me? You're kind of freaking me out. Seriously. Feels a little harder to breathe. Good! And we finally understand each other. Set me up with my gate. The final piece is in place. The Silver Rage and the Knight of Space have finished their preparations for entry. After inputting the codes found in the lined-up blood for a custodian, a new item arrived in her inventory. Final piece of this puzzle. Seeing a Paragon repository, she knew what she had to do. For the objective of the sublayer, she suggested that you place her activated portal in front of the torture fort, square up with the denizen of rage on her own terms. First, she needed to release it. All portions are rendered inoperable without their corresponding denizen presence. And then she couldn't leave. She was trapped. Sylph was alone, faced with a locked cage and no key. The price she so often kills for nowhere in sight, she turned to alternate solutions. Despite having all of the correct tools for the job, all the raw strength required to break the hollow block of the Twisted Iron into the maximum level, none of it worked. The time was almost up. There was only one thing left she could think to try, probably that she didn't have it with her. She left outside in the mad dash to find what she started. This time she felt with no other option. She needed help. So she screamed. She pleaded for something she never wanted in the first place. And this time, she got it. Hello? And it set her free. Notice the sudden change in art style with the character. Okay, that looks a bit rough. Once inside the medium, the Sylph and the denizen prowl angry circles around each other. They speak, locked in a circuitous impasse. Hello, you. You have a very big mouth for someone who has experienced so little. As Boga. Oh, I see. You're starting to say that you know me better than I know myself, huh? Let's just take that lying down. Well, please forgive me for not buying such a lofty claim on the high-end variety of goddamn fucking bullshit at face value. Tell me, do you know my favorite flavor of pinfall fuel? I obtained this prize in my 39th unbarred match. It was a big event. Surely you'd know that, wouldn't you, a wise-ass guide? What kind of stance I take on all this guff you've been spewing in my general direction? For the amount of stock I put into these generic, condescending piece of unrequested life lessons? God, that's an easy one. You know me, because I basically just spelled it out for you. Enough! You have no one to blame for this attitude but yourself. Your problems are yours alone. Would you do anything with this fact or not rest upon you? I don't think you have it in you to change. If you continue down this path, that all awaits you is misery and isolation. Maybe that's what you desire deep down. I've never once met a personality that exemplifies so perfectly everything that's wrong with its power. You have incalculable things to learn and deserve no help. Because I am bound by the rules set by my superior, I must stay with you throughout your journey. I'm truly sorry for anyone you may have had within your field of personal relationships. You deserve to feel the way you do. You deserve whatever suffering awaits you next. We are done here. Christ. Laven, touch base with King Murat Dino Gadget. Is this a long one? I'll do the next two. You make it back alright? Assuming that's what your current game plan is. Pretty sure it is our game that you're planning. Or playing. I've got it. By the way. The actual game, I mean. My first laptop. Here's a little more fair than when you left me absolutely hanging this time. It's okay though. I was kinda dealing with some shit. Man, I still don't even know how to describe what's happening with Taz. No idea what goes through her head. Not back then, not now. Probably not ever. Could it potentially be that the spectacle was too hot to handle? Oh, whoa, hi. Let me take a sip of my brew. I don't think I can answer this soon. Also, haha, no way. Wait, I should totally wipe out the laser tag. More times than I can count. Sort of no coming back from that. Fresh all the time, you know. Push everyone away. Oh, wait. Yeah, I know this music. Yeah, sure, I gotcha, I feel ya. Anyways, I've already spicked and spanned myself all over and everything. Here's some deep dark trade secrets for you, Gluehound. Always easier going back than going forth, because I never played the same cube 2 times in a row. I like putting on my remembrance things than my players, you feel me? I still have no idea how I made it back so fast. Did a lot of backflips. Pure grade trap tango routine. Nice, but question. Let's say I wasn't taking those anymore, so... Come on, please. It's not a dumb one. I'm allowed. Okay, big accepted. Thanks. Why did you leave Elsie's memo? It was kind of important. No need to be that, to be honest, in my opinion. Okay, but I just wanted to say that she's my friend too. I've known her for a long while. She got mad when you left. More when the others left. Which I think is justified. I'm not a big fan of how everybody treated her, to be honest. She didn't deserve it. The whole thing felt really awkward. Look, man, you just gotta get to trust me on this one. That's all I got to say on it. Nothing weird about it. Besides being absolutely weird and shitty, right how you look at it. You shit the fuck away with that there. You don't know when you know. You should know that better than anyone else. Because circumstances. I guess. Now come on, tell me. You ready to play? Yeah. I just popped up. That's why I messaged you. See if you were back. I'm ready. Because I'm ready. Not feeling it. Said you ready? I'm ready. Fucking E-A-D-D-Y! I'm ready. Then let's jam. And I'm gonna stop there because I'm tired as shit and my brother's gonna come back and start screaming his lungs out on Minecraft or something. I don't know. But yeah, thanks for watching. I don't have much to say other than if you enjoy my infrequent Vaster things, then leave a like, I guess. I don't know. Bye.